Sawadika. So, I want to talk about androgynous voices again, but this is a little bit different. It's about when somebody say that, when somebody thinks that androgynous voices are undesirable, like, because our voices sit in between, between male and female, that society believes that us with androgynous voices, our voices don't matter. Like they think that your voice needs to be either one extreme or the other, or that even if you're having an androgynous voice, they're always gonna list you as a male, not a female, or in between of those things. They're gonna if a guy has an androgynous voice, they're a guy, and they're always gonna be a guy, kind of thing. It's just that's just, I don't like that. It's like we people who have androgynous voices don't have value at all. Like our androgynous voices are not valued enough. Like if we're not like one extreme or the other, then we're not valued. We're like it's like if we don't fit in a box, then we're not worthy of anything, because like you either have to be one side or the other. But androgynous voices just don't get that kind of attention. It's like if you transition from male to female, right? And when you do that, it's like you have to literally force yourself to voice train to the female side or the male side, depending on where you're at originally. And that's just, it's like both the genders can't have androgynous voices, or one can but the other cannot. Like a guy could have androgynous voices because obviously they don't get looked at strangely or anything like that, but the females just don't get are not permitted to have androgynous voices. Like it's only a guy thing and not a girl thing. And that is not what I like about, it really pisses me off having to hear something like that. I'm tired of proving myself that I have an androgynous voice. I'm tired of proving people just because I don't have a high girl voice, that means I'm not a girl. It's like, I have an androgynous voice. I don't have a deep masculine voice. I don't have a very high voice. It's in the middle. Androgynous voices are what they are. Androgynous. It doesn't mean because androgynous voice means one or the other. People are going to hear me differently depending on who hears it. That's what androgynous is for. But it doesn't mean that just because when you hear an androgynous voice, you think, oh, it's a man. But then somebody else might say it's a woman. Androgynous voices is not a perfect balance between one or the other. It's literally just in the middle. So it kind of gets really, really difficult to tell whose gender it is. And that's a good thing and also a bad thing. I feel like androgynous voices are like double-edged swords, They're double-edged swords. It's a good thing. I love my androgynous voice. But sometimes I just feel like I'm being judged for having it. Like, people do not see your voice as any more than a guy. It's like, why is it called androgynous if it's a guy's voice? It doesn't make any sense to me. But I had multiple friends tell me that androgynous voices, they heard enough androgynous voices. They know clearly I have an androgynous voice. Clearly. And no one can tell me otherwise that I don't have one, when literally multiple friends said that. And I'm telling you that, that I told my friends that, because I know people say that friends just, are just being nice. They're just being nice. No, they're being honest. They're being honest that I have an androgynous voice. And I told them multiple times to be extremely honest. No sugarcoating anything. And they did specifically said I have an androgynous voice. So even one of my boyfriend's moms said that I sound like a girl than a guy. So you could see how it goes. Some people hear me as androgynous, some hear me as a woman, But those with rigid minds, they only hear what they want to hear. They don't hear the androgynous side of things. That's what my greatest fear of all, is basically people not seeing my voice as androgynous. That's my greatest fear. That I have to prove myself every single day to know that I have an androgynous voice. I have to prove myself every single day. Every single day. It's like I don't get the chance to literally to be myself, to actually tell people that I have an androgynous voice. And I was born with it. Because everyone wants me to believe that, I don't have an androgynous voice. They want me to believe I have a guy's voice. A guy's voice is a little bit deeper. Mine's androgynous. Sometimes I would sound feminine because of my way I talk, depending on my energy levels and everything else. It's like a factor of a lot of things. And I just hope that at some point people won't have to constantly keep telling me I don't have an androgynous voice, because it just gets really tiring to have to go through all that every single time. And I'm moving to another world real quick. To have to prove people prove people that I have an androgynous voice, and it's just rather annoying to deal with it. I don't have much to say because I know I already talked about this already before in the last video. But I just want people to see me as androgynous, not like, I'm a guy. Because I already had one friend, and I'm not gonna mention their names because it would feel like I'm trying to debate or insult them, and I don't want. And you know who you are when I'm talking about this from the last time we met on VRChat. But I don't need a voice trained so hard for years to be able to have a feminine voice. Everyone likes my androgynous voice. People think I sound cute or very youthful, and I don't want to get rid of that, so that's why I'm not going to do that. Now, when I talk in Japanese, that's a little different. I definitely sound more feminine, but I just want to be able to keep the voice that I have. I don't want to be able to lose that. I'm a little exhausted right now today because my energy is not that high today, but I really wanted to talk about this. I was supposed to talk about this yesterday, but I just wanted to go to bed and sleep. I just didn't want to bother talking about this right now. what made, you know what makes me love about this, what make me like this avatar that I have is that it's not, this avatar is like androgynous as well. The problem with is that aside from aside from what was I trying to say? Oh no. Sorry, I'm having troubles talking today. So, because this avatar is androgynous, the main problem I have with this avatar is that despite me wearing a skirt right here, is that people, aside from androgynous voices, which is the main topic of this video, but the main problem I have with this avatar is that, one, it doesn't have breasts, and people assume that just because you wear a skirt doesn't make you a girl, because I don't have breasts coming out of my chest. You see, there's like, it's flat. That's only because one is that the person who made this avatar, the Japanese guy, I think, Gigash, I think that's what his name is, the creator of the Kepler and the Regulus, is one. No breast options. Let me show you something. I don't use this avatar often. Okay. So this is the Mayu avatar, right? Now I don't use this avatar often, but you can see that this avatar has breasts. I've been spoiled on this avatar because it has breasts. The Kepler does not have one. The problem with it is that it's like the creator just makes everything defaulted to male. That's what it feels like. That they did it just to make it more male. They don't add the option for breasts. And another pet peeve I have with is that guys likes to play as girls or anime girls or whatever it is, and they're still a guy, they're still cis, but they're still cisgender. But me, I'm a girl, and I don't want to be put into those type of crowds where like, oh, I'm just a guy playing a girl. No, I'm a girl playing as a girl. Because in VR, I'm a girl. I play as a girl with a girl avatar. Just because I don't have breasts on this avatar does not mean I'm not a girl. That's what everyone thinks, that, oh, just because you're wearing a skirt and you have no breasts, you're not a girl. It's just ridiculous, because if you look in real life, some girls, honestly, some girls have breast cancer, you know? And you know what happens? If they can't save their breasts because of the breast cancer, they have to remove them. But does that make them less of a girl? No, it doesn't. Just because my avatar doesn't have breasts doesn't mean that doesn't mean I'm not a girl. I am a girl. The thing is, it just doesn't have the option. The way I can get an option to have breasts, the way I can do that is I have to ask somebody. I gotta ask somebody to modify my avatar. Not only they gotta modify the default clothing to support breasts, but the clothing underneath of my avatar has to support it too. And then I want breast sliders so that when you rotate the slider around in that circle, it will pull out the chest more and more, depending on how many the size. And that's what I want. But that costs money, and I don't have the money to do that, and I don't know who I should talk to for that kind of option to be able to add breasts to this avatar. So I'm hoping that I will actually have breasts on this avatar one day. I don't want to switch avatars. This avatar is me. My voice matches my avatar. See, here's the thing. Surami-san, Surami-san is basically, he chooses the Regulus because it matches his voice. And for me, my voice fits the Kepler. See, it's like polar opposites. His is a Regulus because it fits his voice. Mine's the Kepler and it fits my voice. Honestly, I sound way better on this avatar than I do on the Mayu, but that's just me. Some people think I still sound good on the Mayu one, but I like the style of the Kepler the most. But honestly, the Mayu was a very expensive avatar. I think the Kepler was like about 2,000 or 3,000 yen to buy it. I think I have to check again, but on Booth, I gotta check it on there. But I feel like that was more cheaper than. But maybe then it's just probably because the Kepler is an older avatar, so it's not as new as the Mayu, and it has more features, so it probably would be more expensive. But, geez, the Mayu was very expensive. It's so expensive. It's like I could buy probably a single game with that kind of money. It's like buying a video game. It's just really crazy expensive. Oh no. So I know this is going way off topic, but I just, as I said, I just really hope that I don't have to prove myself every single time, for having for having an androgynous voice and all that. And there's so much to talk about. I could talk about voices all day. It's my favorite topic because it's like androgynous voices like mine have so many so many ways to talk about, and I could go on for hours for this. But that's why I went off topic too, because I wanted to talk about other things too, not just androgynous voices. Because the other one was exclusively androgynous about androgynous voices exclusively. But this video was mostly to prove that that I shouldn't have to prove myself every single day that I have an androgynous voice. I shouldn't. I hope I don't have to do this again though, because it's a topic I'm going to talk about for so long. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. But I'll probably just stop here because I don't have anything else to add at the moment. I don't want to drag the video on for so long for this. But yeah. Matane. Johnny.